change, a little bit like learning to ride a bicycle, all change, even change for the better, is difficult, because change by its very nature takes us on to new ground. It takes us on to territory that we haven't been on before. It's unfamiliar. It's not as predictable. It holds uncertainty. It's not what we're used to. It's not the status quo. And so, as human beings, we're wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, and the discomfort, that unfamiliarity of change, can sometimes be emotionally, not something that we always enjoy. And so when it comes to really making the most of change, and throughout our lives, whether it's in your workplace or in your life, what does it take to thrive in life? It takes to embrace change, to be open to change, to lead change, and to always be looking for what are the opportunities it holds. So what does that take? It takes courage. One of my favourite scenes is from the movie The Wizard of Oz. Anyone seen that movie? I may not do this quite so well as it was done originally, but my favourite scene is when Dorothy has been taken by the Wicked Witch, and the line says, "That's it, I'm going in for Dorothy. Wicked Witch or no Wicked Witch, guards or no guards, I'll tear them apart. There's just one thing I want you fellas to do." Took me out of it. You know, the word courage, I write and speak and talk a lot about what it means to be courageous. And often we think of courage as heroism on the battlefield. And we think of situations where people are compelled to be brave. I mean, there's not a lot of choice sometimes. But every day in our lives, there are opportunities to be courageous. We just don't always think of it that way. It could be just that little conversation you have with someone. It could be saying no to an opportunity or an invitation because you want to say yes to something bigger. It could be you just stepping back, taking a few big deep breaths, just owning your worth and quelling those self-doubts, and then stepping forward more boldly, more purposefully. Courage is something that every one of us is called to act on every single day. And when it comes to being the change you want to see in the world, and when it comes to being the leader that every single one of you has the potential to be, in some way, shape or form, it's going to take courage. Taking action in the presence of the uncertainty, in the presence of your doubts and your misgivings.